Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show.
And hello to all dear friends. In this video we're going to talk about the secret facts of Melon Playground 22.0. But before we start the video, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys, my subscribers, for participating in my videos. If you want to be in my next video, it's very easy. You need to put a like, subscribe to my channel, and write a cool comment of at least 4 words or more. Either way, I won't waste your time and have fun watching it. So let's talk about the first fact. And the first fact is as follows. You probably know that not so long ago was added a candle in Melon Playground. But you also know that if you immerse the candle in water, it will not be able to work, ignite, and so on. But there's one simple trick to make it work. I will now show you actually how you can light a candle underwater. But before we do that, let's see if it really works. As you can see, there's no way a candle can be lit underwater. But if we use one trick, pause and put the candle in the water and just activate it through the menu, then accordingly it can be easily lit and works easily. It's not some kind of trickery. You can see for yourself on the screen that the fire animation is actually being drawn. And accordingly, it actually works. Use it. Who needs it? It's actually a very interesting bug. And let's move on to the next fact. Well, the next fact is as follows. As you already know, fireworks were added to Melon Playground a long time ago, but the point is not that it was added, but that it can explode underwater. I don't know if someone before me has tested this or not, but I decided to show it to you because it seemed very interesting to me. If we explode a firework underwater, we have this very beautiful blast wave like this. It's very interesting. It's similar to the blast wave from AC4, and it's actually very funny, because in fact there shouldn't be any blast wave from the fireworks underwater, because they simply shouldn't be activated. All in all, this is actually a very interesting fact, but write in the comments whether you knew about it. And let's move on to the next fact. Well, the next fact is as follows. As you already know, in the recent update added a new character tomato, and he has a very interesting shape of the head. Namely, it is a glass jar, which already contains liquid and all the insides of the head of this tomato. But the point remains not in this. The point is that the laser can be reflected from the jar of this tomato, and accordingly, this jar cannot receive any absolute damage from this laser, which is very cool, because in fact, you can endlessly reflect from this jar anything you want, this laser, and in fact, you can even get a very interesting pattern. Basically, check it out and write in the comments if you knew about this and how much of a 1 to 10 you rate this fact. Well, let's move on to the next fact, too. Well, the next fact sounds like this. The paint stays on the Christmas tree after it's burned, and it sounds really weird, but let's just check out how it really works. And all we have to do is just put the Christmas tree up. Near the Christmas tree, we put some paintball cannons, and accordingly, start shooting at our Christmas tree. A very interesting fact that after a few shots of paint, the old paint starts to rub off by itself for some reason. I understand that on the map, There is some kind of limiter on the amount of paint shot from the Canon paintball cannon. It generally works like this. But the essence of this fact remains not in this. If we paint our Christmas tree with a pinball cannon, and then we set it on fire, in fact, after the Christmas tree is completely burned, the paint will remain on the trunk of its tree. And it's actually really cool looking, but really weird. Basically, write in the comments if you knew about this and rate this fact from 1 to 10. 2. Many have seen this bug before. However, it was recently fixed. And just as it was fixed, so it and back restored. After the latest update, this fact is absolutely working. So, if you didn't know about this fact, I'm going to tell you about it now. And to do this, you need to put the Hoover and the laser on the map. Then you need to switch them on accordingly and see what you'll have going on. Your screen after the laser is switched on aside, you'll just have a bacchanal on your smartphone screens. It's a very beautiful, actually strange and very interesting bug. I don't know why it works like that. Maybe there are some invisible textures from the Hoover vacuum respectively, which the laser itself hits and creates such a nice, weird, and very cool effect in Melon Playground. Repeat if you want, post in the comments if you knew about it, and also rate this bug from 1 to 10. And let's move on to the next fact. Well, the next fact is also related to the laser in one way or another. To do this fact, you need a cup tower and therefore the laser itself, and we can get a very interesting effect. If we put the laser and opposite to it cup tower and put slow motion, we can see how the laser resists the cup released from the cup tower. It's a very interesting effect. We can also notice a very interesting thing, that if we also put a bazooka on, we can essentially get the exact same effect, where the bazooka projectile seems to grab the laser beam. It's very strange and confusing it may sound, but I think if you look at the screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really, really beautiful, and if you want to try it, you should do it right now, because it's actually much more interesting in person when you're doing it. Rate from 1 to 10 this fact. Well, and also write in the comments whether you knew about it, and let's move on to the next fact. And the next fact is about blood and little melon. Ask me how these are related to each other, and I will answer you very easily. Melon to a minimal size, and take a huge katana and just ante up that goosebumps, then the blood stays like a big melon, and even bigger. Its blood is really not a standard size. You just look at how weird it looks, but it's very funny, and honestly I wish that blood like that was all the time, because it's really cool looking, but it's super weird. Just imagine how it looks from the outside, a little goosebumps, and this bug is actually to my advantage, and basically a very interesting bug. Write in the comments whether you knew about this bug, and write in the comments how much from 1 to 10 you rate this fact. And that's what today's facts were in this video. Thank you all for watching. You've been on Melonfonk channel, and as always, we'll see you the other day.